I accidentally
You come
closed
back?
Discord.
It's like, is this a me problem? Or like,
Nope, this is me hitting the X button. I have started the stream, by the way.
okay, cool. Ready to roll. Do you want to
Ready as
do
ever.
the 8 split or what?
I tried it against Mung Mung. It was fine, but annoying. I'm fine not doing it.
Okay. Do you still want to do second or first player chooses to go
Yeah,
first or
may as
second?
well.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's
Well, I guess,
definitely you.
yeah. Um, hmm. I'm running Maggie, but I'm not running the thing to, insurance scam play. So I'm probably not going to have any reds turn one.
What do you mean?
I mean, I guess I could secure rec facility. For what is it? Objection. I
Oh,
guess I'll
yeah,
go
that's true.
first.
I want to play on this map.
Okay.
Whee.
Yeah, I guess you have a facilitator voider to object to.
Yeah, like that. I guess G-Tron has flak field. And any of the building actions, obviously, too.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I don't know, I'm trying
God,
to
I have to
like,
go first, don't I?
yeah,
Guess we'll drop a media there then.
trade.
That seems rude. Huh. I don't actually know where I want the rec facilities. Excuse me.
I feel like this map always ends up being so weird.
It does. It's
Since
because we
like,
have to use literally everything.
yeah. I'm just like, what do I even want in this slot?
Yeah, I've been asking that for the last, 3 buildings I placed.
Do I need a... It's a little old comms array.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would go there.
if it actually matters where this goes.
I mean, probably not.
Go over there.
I don't know what side I want my monsters on. Let me see their cards.
Oh yeah, both of your guys have high mobility, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I at least have that going for me.
Yeah.
They're both 6. Oh yeah, did you know jurors were speed 5?
Yeah, they're kind of fast,
I know.
actually.
I always think they're speed 6, and or speed 4, and then I always hear, oh yeah, they're speed 5, and I'm like, why do
Plus
I
they have
keep
hover.
forgetting that?
Yeah, they can go. Well, I guess it depends like how you're using them too. Like
Yeah,
most of the time they just sit in one place. They're not like moving that far.
yeah. I think I'll do that way. Okay, Phobos does not have high mobility.
Yeah, but I can walk through this building.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I put it there.
Yeah.
Okay, ready when you are.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to
You
count out.
counting out my threatening phobos here.
Yeah, I'm counting out where Phobos can go.
Don't forget motivator too.
Mm, that's fair. But let's see if you got to there. Well, okay
Yeah, I
then.
feel like if I had thought about this better, I would have put the media company like in one of these spots. So this was a more important building to blow up.
Yeah.
But whatever. First time I'm trying this kind of thing, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have to decide what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Well, I know
Juror, abrogator.
juror there with I think a crawler there, and now I'm securing a myriad. So now I have a discount, and that's where the question comes in.
More abrogators.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike the idea of dropping, an abrogator over here-ish. For
Yeah.
one,
That's
thanks to
actually a
the
really good play. So you spawn the juror off of the magistrate.
yeah. Yeah, I was actually going to be a little, try to be a little clever during the invitationals and do something similar with Thugrosh, but it wound up not being what I did. I guess a Squix there. But I don't want the Squix there. I really want the what you call it? I really want the facilitator, I think. I don't know about this Squix. So if I did a facilitator instead, abrogator could come down here, facilitator could come over, I could take the media. I can't get the voider where I want it though. So I think this abrogator can't be an abrogator. I think maybe it has to be the free facilitator. I might be able to make it work still. Anyway, what am I going to do with the rest of this? And I guess I could do an abrogator over here and just, walk it to the PowerPoint. Sure can go there, Squix can go there. I can pay 2 for the ISB on the media.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that they have high mobility. I was like, how did he go through that building?
Because I'm dirty. Oh, hmm. Do I take this myriad from in front of you, or do I take the industrial? Because punishing that myriad would be pretty funny.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I was planning to punish the myriad anyway, so I think I'll take the industrial. Facilitator can go there. I'm not in a media range, so I can pop out a
Yeah.
voider and put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we'll put it there. Yeah, you can still reach the industrial, but that's fine. Crawler. I didn't think about where the crawler should go. Well, I didn't think about what it had. It doesn't have high mobility. It has all terrain, so I don't think it can move through the pool.
Oh, no, it has to go around
Yeah, so that
the
crawler is.
water.
Oh, well, I have the industrial. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. I don't really like how I'm all on one side, but, whatever. Your turn.
Okay, let's see. Well, let's see. Uh,
Yeah, I should have just taken the myriad from you. Locked
Yeah, I
Phobos
can
in.
kill these things,
You
so
can. Yeah, if
just
I'd done that, I could have put the Voider over here on this point, but I felt like being cute instead.
I'm still annoyed that Propo walkers are basically like so slow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they can get like virtually nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
And there. A guy and this guy. Do abrogators have all terrain?
No. Just like chompers, they have to pay for everything they do. Unless you're running Percy.
Actually, do you mind if I swap the juror and abrogator?
No, that's fine.
I think like
Gonna try to eat my abrogator with your abrogator?
no, I just want to like I want to secure these two buildings.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just if I spawn that abrogator over here, he can't walk through the bushes. Was the problem.
Well, no, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has 5 movement.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Oh well.
largely the same, but
Yeah, you are correct. Now, guess I really want to hit those things, so we'll do this. Oop. And the Berserker will try to whack the Voider first.
they're both def 2, so this really feels like you're overpaying for it.
Shh. Okay, he hits the Voider.
Well, I should hope so.
You have not seen how my units have been doing the past couple games. And he just hits the facilitator, so.
I mean, my units have been there with you.
Okay, that's over to you.
Okay. So I power up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into the movement phase. Kinda think I want to, ISB my industrial and switch it out for, yeah, rec facility.
Sure.
And then we'll pay 2 to try and recycle your,
Oh no.
what you call it.
Berserker.
Yeah, that thing. Your mole. Hey, we got
He
it. We get
is
2 reds.
recycled.
And you get no reds.
So it tastes like victory.
Smells like Teen Spirit. Not so sure about the victory bit.
Not quite yet.
Oh, kind of tempted to run the magistrate up into that pocket and shoot off the Propa Walker, and then extrude a juror onto the negative zone. But I don't really know about that. Hmm. Tough decision. I could actually extrude a juror right back where the voider was, and then step over one.
Rude.
3, 4, 5, 6. So if I take 2 steps, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I only take 1 step. Man, I should have done the recycle thing afterwards. Oh well. After moving. Extrude a juror. Oh, that leaves. Well, you can't step in there, so that's fine. Step over one. Thought I hit the button to subtract the health, but I guess not. Okay, and where does Percy want to go? I think Percy just goes forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And we use the rest of our die to try and kill the Propo Walker.
Sure.
So 3 and 3 on a blast, huh? And yeah, that's 7 to hit the Propo
Oh,
Walker.
yes, he's very dead.
And yeah, we'll call that good. Your turn.
Okay, well, power up for 2.
Yeah, you can stop just short of the juror.
Yeah.
I think
So
you can
I'd
still
have
get
to.
in range of the building, though.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, so I could still go for that building, which might be the way to go. What am I
What,
even gonna
Kitten just
do with
rolling over on
G-Tron
his back
though?
and meowing at me.
My cat was just like laying in the hallway looking broken. I don't know, he like sits up and then decides he doesn't want to sit up anymore and just like flops over.
Yeah, cats do that. fine,
Yeah,
Rory.
no.
Be that way. He wants my attention, but he won't sit in my lap.
Like, should I just shoot a bunch of buildings? It seems marginally okay. Let's see, 1, 2. I can go there and shoot that. Or I could, like, ram this.
Yeah, and ramming, it's not something I could have done anything about, so, you know.
Yeah, why not?
I suppose I could
I
have saved the
hardened.
die and stepped behind the juror, and then you couldn't throw me laterally.
What do you mean, stand here?
Yeah, if I hadn't moved, I could have shot from where I was with 2 die, and then just stepped over.
Oh,
And then your options to throw me are, you know, not
yeah,
towards the
because I
double.
can't get in this pocket.
Well, I mean, you could still do the ram play and attack me, but it would only be for a single building instead of maybe a
Yeah.
double.
Let's see. So I guess I can do onslaught against a building, right?
Well, yeah, you can attack something and then onslaught the building, or you could attack the building and then onslaught to something else. There are a lot of ways you could do it.
So I think I'm going to onslaught or try to shoot the building first with shitty dice, then
Okay.
get onslaught and put more dice into it.
Okay.
So if this magically hits the rec facility,
Oh,
it
no.
does not. So that's that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought you were going for the comms array.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have I feel like I don't have the dice to hit you. So,
I mean, Def 8 with disruption. I don't know. It's possible. As it is, you just have to make sure you cover your backsides.
yeah, like I'm gonna have to try and screen with my units, which, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, trying again.
Right there, I get the power sink.
Oh, good, that hits.
I'm gonna say, I
So
assume that hits.
yeah, so the rec facility goes away. Get demolisher. So 3 for the building plus an additional 1 for the Martian command.
Nice.
And now I'm gonna try and ram the building. Let's see, I think I get 4. Building is rammed. Take that.
Ouch. My face.
One of your faces. Um,
I mean, it's only 1
yeah,
damage. I think it probably only hit 1 face.
it's just like a tiny bonk on a shoulder face or something. like if I step here, is that less sides to screen? Potentially. Not really.
I think it is, because if I move or tack shift the juror, you have to screen 4, whereas from that position you have to screen 3. So there you need to screen both fronts, both backs. Whereas
Yeah, okay.
there you need to screen both left sides and
Yeah.
Phobos' front.
Okay. Done. I'm gonna push this last die.
Okay. Well, I guess that Squix is going to move over to the guard base now, isn't it?
It's gonna slowly disintegrate your entire back line. Goals.
I mean, it works.
Does it?
Sort of.
Kind of.
Mostly.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I can't quite do the same shenanigans as last time. You know, secure the myriad. I mean, I can still pop a juror out over here, I guess. I do need to save at least one white for the ISB, because I should do something with that. Spit out a crawler there. I guess facilitator over here, which I'm probably going to want to do something with. It's the rest of it I'm not sure about. Yeah, I mean, I think that probably works, right? Come over here, I secure the industrial, which lets my upgrader hop up here.
Oh no. Go away.
Don't worry, you will.
My God. Okay, speed 6 high mobility aggregators are the worst.
Well, they're a thing, that's for sure. Oh, I don't want to move the crawler yet. Because I need to have the crawler there to get rid of this media. Which I think I will flip with that myriad.
Oh la di da.
Something like that. Um, hmm. I did not want to have the facilitator right there again, but I think I might have to. Spend it on the Voider. Voider can get over there now with one space left over.
Sure.
God, I want to cure this, but you're just gonna kill the facilitator, so I think I'll take that neutral instead. And now the crawler, it can move up, but I could also just keep securing this myriad. I think I'll just keep securing the myriad. It feels like it'll be
Sure.
useful in the long run. Okay, and then the abrogator will try to kill your abrogator.
Sure.
Probably gonna miss this, but yeah. I
Yeah.
should have saved a die for the guard base. Still, that's even less likely a hit, you know? Okay, well, at least I'm disrupting your buildings. Your turn.
Sure. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Don't like all of these things.
They're fine.
Mm. Mm. There's always so much to think about. Okay, well, okay, let me see if I can do this all correctly. Okay, going to put a hunter here. Actually, yeah, hunter there. Abrogator here. Fly over here. Okay, now,
Where's the ab? Oh, there's the abrogator.
okay, now, Propo Walker here. Can jurors even attack? No,
No.
right? They can't attack.
Nope. I actually have the card out over here if you want to look
Do I
at it.
even care? Let's go with no. That's fine. Okay. Solve that. I'll do that. So 2 attacks and maybe a thing. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. 1, 2. Hunter is going to go here.
Oh, okay.
Abrogator will go here. Fly will go here. Juror will go here. This abrogator will go here. See, the juror will only be defense 2. Oh wait, let me move my Propo Walker.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We'll do this on the juror.
Looks like a hit.
Ooh, did it. Good job, Hunter. Okay, the abrogator will attack the voider. I guess the voider is only a defense 2.
Yep.
I want to take a pot shot at this abrogator.
I mean, you have the reroll.
Yeah, so we'll do this.
And unlike me, yours was free.
Okay, so this is on the voider.
Okay. I assume it'll hit.
Whew. Hits. They get power
Boy, you keep
gorge.
almost missing these things.
I know, it's very nerve-wracking. Okay, now this abrogator will try to shoot this abrogator.
Okay.
Holy,
Oh, wow.
what the hell? Okay.
That did it.
And I have like 1 extra die. I was planning to recycle the abrogator. I didn't think that would hit. So now I don't think there's really anything else I can do because I can't propaganda with 1, so I'll just push it.
You could recycle one of your own units if you wanted. You don't have to roll for that.
Yeah, I kind of want everything out
Okay.
though, so yeah, I'll just push it.
Okay.
Those units did work.
Yeah, they did. Okay. So what do I want to do and how do I want to do it?
Assume you're gonna be able to get in on someone.
Say what now?
Oh, I assume you'll be able to get in on someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. It's just a question of where I go from there.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to move Percy up here. Just bring Maggie over. Oh, power up. I go to full.
Yeah, don't forget that.
And both of your stuff is 8s.
Yeah.
Let's see, from here I could go to the backside of you and go after the Abrogator Hunter. You know, go after G-Tron. Or do I
Poor
go after
G-Tron.
Phobo? Do what?
Oh, I said poor G-Tron. I feel like both of these monsters are like equally non-threatening.
I mean, they both have a variation of, multi-fire.
Yeah.
Phobos can actually go after the same target over and over. Or, you know, step in between. He doesn't really have rapid fire, but he's got something kind of similar. So yeah, that's why I'm not sure which one to go after. But I think I go after Phobos because I can deal more damage to Phobos. Okay, so we're going to start with a SWAT on the Spy Fly.
Yep.
I guess we just go for the, what is it, 86 is what a 444 is into a def 8.
Yeah, I think that's pretty decent odds.
Yep, you get your
Oh
power
my
sneak
god,
die.
Mung Mung is on it.
I got the Spy Fly going into Phobos now. Yeah, I got Phobos.
Ow.
I get the 1 die back. Maybe I should have taken the, nah, it's fine. I was gonna say maybe I should have taken the Harbinger, but it doesn't really matter. I don't know where you want
Oh,
that.
thanks. Yep.
I will spend 1 die stepping in. Huh. Do I take the extrude damage right now? I kind of. Well, no, I would have to spend 2 whites to do that.
Yeah, you are in media. What are you gonna do to Phobos though? Didn't you already SWAT?
Yeah, but I have a myriad. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it.
Oh my god. Okay. I
I
was like, I don't know what's happening here.
take the damage,
Obviously.
drop a facilitator. We'll drop it over here.
You mean the juror?
Yes. Oh no, no, I'm not going to do that. I need the die for other stuff. Oh no, I set aside that die already. Golly. Okay. Use the myriad to switch Maggie and Percy.
Thanks, I hate it.
I'm sure you do.
It's like why I was so confused, like why are you aligning with me if you've already like done your attack? Like what the hell?
Okay, and then Percy will try to throw Phobos. Oh,
Yeah,
shoot. I meant to
succeeds.
have the jurors there.
Yeah, for
Sorry, for
super
super
damage,
damage.
so
Into the Conyard in your myriad.
okay, wait, so one for the throw, one for super damage,
And no, one for
two
the
for
Conyard.
one for the Conyard,
So
two
throw,
for
super
the
damage,
myriad.
Conyard, 2 for the myriad, 5 total.
Okay, I was at 10, so that puts me
Yeah,
at
I was
5.
going to say plus the SWAT puts you to 5.
Yes.
And then lastly, we will step out of alignment with the double buildings.
Sure.
And yeah, that will be that turn.
Okay.
I mean, I assume there might still be a way to make me go single double, but I'm not certain. You can definitely make me go single single, but it's into a def 9, so I'm at least forcing you to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh man, you killed my only juror. Or not juror, my only abrogator.
That's why you should be running 5.
I would have only had, well, okay, no, I probably would have had at least a second one on the field. You power up for full, but you were already there, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. Can't really get over here. Let's see.
Can I not?
Oh no, I'm saying I can't get over here.
Mm. Yeah, no.
My
Not with
sad
two pedestrians.
pedestrians. Yeah. Think.
I was gonna say my worst case is I can pop out a. Oh, I can't pop out a juror. All three of them are on the field.
Oh. Oh yeah, I like already forgot that you swapped these, so Preceptor is at full health. Ugh. God. Uh, if only I had suplex. I feel like all the time. It would make everything so much easier.
Oh yeah. I'm not
I
even
don't
sure
know.
what
It's
you would
just
do
like
for
there's so many
suplex
more
here.
body slam options.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually not sure in this situation suplex would actually get you any more damage though. I think it's still only be going single single.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Okay, well, let's see. Throw you over here. You're hard into a
Units, I am.
unit turn anyway.
I mean, you could try to chain, but
No, I feel like my list doesn't want to chain.
yeah.
Also, just like if I guess I could also just like throw you somewhere and then try to shoot you.
I feel
So
like
I guess that has
depth
lower
9 makes
odds.
that really
Yeah.
prohibitive.
Okay, I guess I'll do this. Let's see. So I have to throw at least 5. Mm, Okay, so I do have energy cycle, which seems helpful. So I guess I can put in an extra of that. Oh, but I lose Demolisher. Darn it. Okay, well, we'll try this. I'm gonna try and throw you into the media, but like over here.
Okay. That looks like a hit.
Okay, well, that hits.
Oh yeah.
And I do still have the rec facility
Yep.
and energy cycle. And then G-Tron gets singed. Ouch.
Oh god, I'm on fire!
Should I just throw you all the way over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Kind of want you like away. Go away.
I mean, that feels pretty light to me. I mean, 446 into an 8 is, what, 90 something? So into a
So 7,
9?
4, 3.
Oh, that's 7? Okay,
Yeah.
that feels better then. I was thinking that was 446 or
Oh
346.
no. 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're at 94.6. Yeah, you got
Kinda
it.
hits. Yeah, I'm gonna throw
Into
you
the
over there.
shard?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, go away. I do still get the 2 back. Like I can't hide.
I don't know what to tell you there.
Like that, I guess. Okay, over to you.
Okay. Do 2 for Berserker. Put those over there. Hmm. Still have the Myriad, so I can do a 1-cost aggro. It's just a question of where do I put it. I guess it can come over here for now. Sure, I'll do a Hellion over here. Because why the heck not? Still have that, but I'm not sure what I would use it for. So I actually don't think I used the ISB this time. So then what do I do instead? Oh, yeah, I guess I can just pop something out with the facilitator. Pop out the voider again. Okay, so movement. We'll move the juror over here. Move the berserker up. Move this abrogator over. Hellion with the industrial has speed 8, so it can fly over here. I don't think I saved the die for the Hellion. Oops. Okay, well, Then we will use the Myriad to flip the Juror and the Moloch.
Does that apply to any units?
Do it. I thought it did.
Oh yeah, it does. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
What a useful
Myriads are kind of
building.
weird.
Holy. This
Like,
is messing with me, this game. I don't like it.
yeah, no. In my game against Mung Mung with them, I went to some place I thought was safe because I had, buildings on three sides and he had pedestrians. And I completely forgot that one of them was a Myriad. And he's like, okay, I'll just walk through here. I'm like, fuck, right.
Yeah, I feel like that's one, like that I can wrap my head around for now. This is only my second game with the new buildings. I feel like being able to swap the units and especially swapping monsters is like on a whole nother level
Yeah,
that I'm not really ready for yet, if I'm honest.
I understand. I really understand that. Kind of don't know if I want to put all of my whites into this. Both whites in. You know what? I'm not going to do the Moloch attack yet. I'm going to do the Hellion attack,
Sure.
which will be into the Jur.
Abrogator, I
Yeah,
assume.
Abrogator, because I have better odds.
Yeah.
Yep, got him. Excellent.
Is dead.
Okay, well now I feel much better about doing this. And yep, got the Hunter. Sorry, should have said.
Oh yeah,
And
no
now the
worries.
Abrogator.
Yeah.
That is no, so I'm going to. Oh wait, it's only Def 2, right?
Wait, no, I think they're Def 3.
Right, no, Abrogator, Def 3. So yeah, I'm guard
Yeah,
basing.
it's because this one had Penetrator before.
Yeah. What the hell happened to my die? Why did it go flying off the table? Okay, that time I got it.
What's that on? Oh, reroll.
Yeah, guard base reroll.
Gotcha.
And now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, everyone is going to die. That's what this feels like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Me flipping the units around, I can handle. If you were doing it too, I don't know if I could handle that. Just to suddenly have them,
Okay.
teleport somewhere else entirely.
Hmm. Okay, well, definitely need an Explodahawk 1. I guess I should try and screen or something.
I mean, it's up to you. I have rapid fire. And if you don't kill anything this turn, I power up for 10.
See, facilitators go 6 and voiders go 5.
Yes. I think you can disrupt one of them, but not both of them. I'm pretty sure I've done that math before.
I can't go through your monster or this unit because they only have hover.
That is true for you.
Yes, your guys are high mobility, so I mean, you can also still just object though if I try to pop out a thing.
That is true. I do still have that option.
So does that matter?
I mean, it takes away a red.
Okay, yeah, but you would still power out, like, if you have like 7 things, there's no way I'm disrupting all of that.
Yeah, so maybe instead you should focus on just grabbing what you can.
Yes.
I should mention that Maggie does have disruption.
Okay, that's fine. If I stand here, it doesn't get me.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, but if I stand here with my
yeah. It was more
hunter,
for the hunter.
okay, let me put the hunter here then. Do that. Then I have 2 left. Guess I should try and screen. So I will try and screen.
Yeah, it's up to you. Is that another hunter?
Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
Which
Hard to
I had
tell sometimes.
great conversation with Relact about how he hates Vanguards.
Yeah.
But then after a couple of games where it was actually useful with Phobos, he's like, maybe I'm sold. Okay. We'll do the Abrogator is gonna punch the Hellion.
Okay. Yep.
It's dead. The Explodohawk will explode.
Wow, you actually got them both.
Gets both of them.
I expected you to get one, but not both.
Good job, Explodohawk.
No
You
kidding.
are a winner. And then the Hunter will try to shoot the Abrogator.
Okay.
And
It's gonna be a no.
yeah, he does not succeed.
You
Okay, over to
are in
you.
5 of the Propo.
Oh, I'll reroll.
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
high impact.
okay, let me try again.
Yeah. That'll get him.
Woo! Yeah, I still keep forgetting that. For some reason, I always remember that the vanguards get the extra blue, but I always forget that the hunters get the extra blue from Phobos.
Yeah.
Okay, so over to you.
Okay. Well, power up to full. So I'm still powering up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I mean, what? I disrupted 2 of your 7 power.
Uh, no, you disrupted 4 of it. 2 buildings and 2 power points.
Oh, I forgot you had those 2 buildings.
So I'm gonna take, what the hell? 3 steps to there,
Uh-huh.
straight over. I still have the
Uh-huh.
industrial, so I'm gonna walk 6. Sorry, walk
Uh-huh.
7 to there. Oh yes, you lose a red from censure.
Boo.
So yeah, I have to try and shoot off a crawler. It's fine, you're gonna get those reds back anyway. What is my gun? 5 blue.
Woo, power sync.
Yep. Okay, so shoot the crawler.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got him.
he's dead.
I get 1 back.
I feel
I
like I
take
didn't fully
1
think
down.
about rapid fire. Although I guess that makes it slightly more annoying for you.
A little. So I know I want to put in at least 6 of these. Okay, I still have 5 blues, really. Huh. So yeah, we'll do 1 white, 5 blue, 6 red. I do have
Sure.
the guard base if I need it.
Mm, Yep,
And I do not need it.
yep,
So that will put you just straight up even with Maggie.
yep. Maggie's disrupted. Yay. Sure it will matter so much.
I mean, I guess I could have moved over here first, but I'm fine with this. So let's see, I get 2 for the building and 1 for power sink? No, siphon. And you lose 1 from siphon.
For siphon, okay.
Um, yeah, so I guess that's a body slam attempt. Let me see what those odds look like. Pretty good with the reroll. That's a 9. So that
Ow.
body
Dead.
slam you into the juror and the
Yep.
what you call it?
Rec facility.
Yeah, and then I get 3 reds back for the building and the unit. Sorry. For the building, the unit, I get 4 because of the monster too. Oh, and now the question is, do I chain on G-Tron? Because I think Percy's gonna go to 2 no matter what. Also, do I Myriad? No. I'll just pass. Your turn.
Sure. Okay, so I power up for 1. Great. We did it. Okay, wait, this is the preceptor. This is the magistrate.
Sounds like you're starting some childhood rhyme.
It's hard to keep them straight. There you go. There's the whole rhyme. Man, if only I could. Propaganda, maybe. Which I cannot.
Boy, I just tried to breathe water.
Oh no. Are you okay?
Yeah, it just didn't work well.
Whatever. I guess I'll just come over here and body slam you.
Okay.
Body slam. Or should I throw up here? But then I can still get thrown into that building. You're still a 9. All your
Mm-hmm.
monsters are a 9.
No. Maggie's an 8 with disruption.
And this is the preceptor.
Correct. You're still attacking the 9.
Okay.
But not all of my monsters are 9s.
Ugh, whatever. Okay. This is risky. Body slam. Boom. Body slammed. Go G-Tron. You're doing it. Now I'll pass, I guess.
Okay, I'll take a monster turn. I power up to full. You lose a red.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Hi, it's fine.
Just gonna struggle for my life here.
Yeah, and I have to decide where I'm going. Yeah, that would be too risky.
Maybe I should have tried to run away and shoot more or something. I don't know.
Mung would be the one to ask on that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm slowly picking up Mung Mung's style, but I haven't gotten there fully yet with the shooting monsters. Oh my god.
See what the hell I mean? It's I bring it over here, I let go, and sometimes it just
It's
stays
like
floating in my
spazzes out.
hand. I don't understand it.
Hopefully it's not from my internet.
I don't know. It's probably my PC, actually. Hmm. Maybe I throw in the 7. I don't have the reroll anymore. Not for this turn. Okay, so that hit. Into the media with you.
Ow.
You do at least power sync.
Oh my god, calm down.
Right? At least give her the chance to, do it herself. Get those back. And we'll try to throw you into the industrial. And yes. And we'll go the full 5. And I get 2 for the building, 1 for siphon, so you lose 1 to siphon. And then it's your turn.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna live the G-Tron dream. Here we
Multi-fire
go.
shot.
Yes, at both of your monsters.
Let's do this, baby!
I guess I have to stand. 1, 2, 3.
It's only
How?
range 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very sad.
So yeah, you have to either be there or there. You can be 1 to the left,
Yeah, I mean, the
1 to
thing
your
is, I
right.
don't really want to, like, stand on the fire. So I'm gonna
Well,
try and remember to step off that
yeah,
afterwards.
I was saying you could be right here and make the same
Oh,
shot.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But yes, you do have to
Well,
step off of the rubble that I will definitely ignite if you don't.
yeah. Future dreams.
And it's dice and play, isn't it?
Yep.
That's lovely.
Okay. Yeah, I was just rereading it because I haven't played them in a while. So I guess we'll do the Preceptor first.
Okay,
Oh, good, he's
that
dead.
hit.
Dead.
Oh, Percy first. Okay, but for some reason I thought you were going for Maggie first.
Oh, no. I just wanted to make sure I got at least one monster kill here.
Yeah,
Now on the Magistrate. That also hits.
down to 7.
Woo! Okay, and I will take my step. Boom.
Okay then.
G-Tron is living his best life now. Short-lived, but very thrilling.
Yep. Destructomite, Abrogator, which we get for 1 because of the Myriad,
Yep.
and a Hunter, if I can, or Hellion, that's what I meant. Which, what is that? I would be looking at a 6. Have to do at least 3 whites, and I would get 5 blues. It could be worse. We'll do the Propa Walker over here.
Sure.
God, I wish I had a juror I could swap out and get over into the rec facility.
So how many jurors are you gonna play in your list?
I have 3 jurors in this list. I have a full juror abrogator pack. So, yeah, that's a thing. Guess we'll do the facilitator.
Sure.
So, Propa Walker can mosey over here. Actually, I won't do the facilitator. I'm going to leave those 2 dice where they are in the unit pool. Propa Walker will go over there. I'll move the Moloch Berserker right there. Abrogator
Sure.
can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the industrial. 2, 3, 4,
What is happening?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Uh-oh.
5, 6.
Rip.
I mean, yeah, unit attack knows what's happening. It's only a 60, although I do have the reroll.
You have the reroll. You also have the Propa Walker reroll, potentially.
Yeah,
If you're leading with the Hellion.
I'm absolutely leading with the Hellion. It's the only way I get
Mm-hmm.
Penetrator. So yeah, Hellion leads, going in for G-Tron, need a 6. Yeah, that's a 10.
Easy.
Never didn't have it. Yep. Hellions do
That
that
means I
too.
lose one, right?
Yes, it does.
Rip.
I always forget Hellions have Siphon.
I mean, how often are you attacking monsters with Hellions anyway?
Very rarely, but it is, the classic kill squad. Anyway, Moloch Berserker will attack your, Hunter,
Sure. Yep.
which I shouldn't be moving in to attack the Propo after this, but I already set him up to do it, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Wait, do we still lose the blue?
I thought so. Is
Yeah,
that not
yeah, I think we
accurate
do.
anymore?
No, we do.
I mean, not that it matters.
I mean, it kind of matters. No, when Faye was workshopping it, it sounded for a bit like maybe we didn't. Then she found wording that made everything work the way that we expected it to. After a lot of yelling. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Again, I guess I should try and screen. Did I even get anything up there? Hmm.
Yeah, no, getting up there would be hard, I think.
I think I just need to bump something, actually.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
Let's see. Would have to be a flyer.
Needs to have speed 7 too, so do you have the Hellion?
Well, no, that's why I'm saying I would have to bump it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. If you bump it,
I
you're.
mean, I guess I could bump it with the Taskmaster,
Oh, yeah, that works.
which is a hefty investment, but I guess it'll get me there.
I mean, it's the difference between having more turns and not having more turns, right?
Pretty much. I want to do. just don't have enough dice to do all the things I want to do.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wanted to blow this up. I don't think that's feasible though. Okay, let's abandon those dreams. And let's do Fabricator. And this is I'm so indecisive right now. I'm sorry.
You're fine. There's a lot to try and process after all.
Guess. Okay, I might as well just make the most of all the abrogators I currently have. Because why not? That still gives me 2 dice. Okay. This abrogator will go there. This one will go there. I'll go up here. Byfly will move 7.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Through the building?
Yeah, it's the Myriad building. You can go through it. It's literally what he did to me.
Vanguard will go there. Taskmaster will go there. And I will shoot the Destructomite with the Vanguard.
Okay then. Looking for a 2. Boy, you got it.
Huzzah! Could have shot like a freaking building for that.
I know.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Well, obviously monster turn. I power up to full.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't lose anything.
Hooray. Thank God the Preceptor's dead.
I think I just move forward here and punch you.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, Mung Mung, we know. Give us a minute.
Oh, hello, cat.
So we deal a damage.
Oh boy, let me take my 4 power sinks.
Yep.
Huzzah!
And 1 damage.
Ow.
And uh yeah, energy sap. You lose 1 white die. Not
Okay.
that it matters. And we'll pass turn to you. And I have grappler. Just, in case that matters.
uh, I feel like you can still, like, theoretically just keep punching me to death until I die.
I mean, on my next turn, if you don't move, I can spawn a juror and kill you.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you spawn the juror before you punched me?
This turn and take you down to 1, because I
Yeah.
don't need to yet.
Okay.
Just, it's safer for me this way, because if you multi-fire, and then, something goes wrong, I still have a little extra health to play with. So this way, I've triggered Grappler, so you can't come around to my open side, because you'll have to take 2 damage and die. Or you'll have to go the long, long way around.
Oh, what? To try and do more damage to you?
Yeah, to try and body slam me or throw me.
Oh, that's not really worth it.
Nope.
Because, like, I don't know, I wasn't even thinking about that because all the buildings are just myriad, so I might as well just shoot you anyway.
Well, Myriad's still worth, 3 damage total from a power attack.
I thought they were just 2.
Well, it's 1 for the Myriad, 1 for its spatial anomaly. Weird ass
Oh, and then 1 for the
bullshit.
actual
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, 1 for the building, 1 for Perilous, and 1 for the hit. So it's the same as, Tokyo Triumph. 1 for the building, 1 for Spire, 1 for the hit.
Oh, okay.
Or an industrial, 1 for the building, 1 for the hazard, 1 for the hit.
Okay. Yeah.
They
Okay.
just have
Yeah.
a special wording to hit Armadax.
Yeah. So it, like, specifically affects armored monsters.
Yeah.
Guess the issue is just, like, it's not really a place for me to stand where you can't get me. Because you're still high
That was
mobility,
the
so you can
idea.
just go over me.
That was the idea.
I
And
mean,
that's
or you
why I
can just
didn't,
punch me.
yeah, and that's
Whatever.
why I didn't extrude yet, because I can still chase you down and do it next turn. And so if I missed something,
Oh,
I wasn't
I
risking
see.
you, you know, possibly killing me somehow. Basically, I'm being probably over defensive in my play right now.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, oops.
I mean, that lets you attack my power base, but it doesn't, you know, hit me. There you're in range to hit me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if I.
I think you can be right there, hit me. Oh, no, I'm one out of range from there. So you
Yeah,
do
well, I
have
think
to
I have
be
to
there,
stand
which means you
here, but
can't
I'm
go
just
for
trying
the
to figure
turret.
out if there's like a spot to stand, which there isn't. So you can pretty much get in and brawl me no matter where I go.
That was the idea.
So I don't want to walk through the fire. Oh, unless I just kill myself, but I should at least shoot you. So let me just shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, get your damage, but after that, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and take it. That's fine. Take that.
Ow. Shoot anything else while you're at it?
uh, what's even a range? I'll
Yeah,
shoot that
crawler.
crawler. Screw that crawler. He deserves to die.
I mean, I want to ask if the crawler really deserves it, but probably.
I mean, you have like 20 power at this point. So yes. Okay. You can kill G-Tron now.
Okay, well, I power up for 5. And yeah, I'll take a damage and pop out a juror. Yeah, you did have one more multi-fire if you wanted it.
Eh, it's too late. It's fine.
Kind of figured. Save 1 for the reroll, and we'll try to kill you.
I will take my 4 dice power sing just in case.
Makes sense? Yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Good game, though. Thank you for
Good
it.
game. I mean, I got you down lower than I thought. I mean, part of that is just purely like the extrusions and doing yourself damage.
Yeah, I did a fair bit of damage to Maggie. Wow. So, 559 to hit an 8 with the reroll actually rounds up to 100 in the dice calculator.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should be choosing this map going second.
probably not with that pairing. I'm not sure.
I feel like maybe one of the first maps, like Calamity or what's the other one called?
Both
Destruction.
Calamity and Destruction are pretty open. So is River City. Not sure if that one might work better or not.
Yeah, I know, like, going second on,
But like Calamity has a fair bit of wiggle room.
like, River City has, like, this pocket, which is really nice, but if someone knows that you are going for that pocket, it's pretty easy to just block it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think the,
Sorry, I'm just gonna move everything
oh,
off
yeah.
of the board because Calamity has, this line you can run up to and attack their buildings back
Yeah,
here.
yeah, on either
Uh,
side.
yeah,
And
and you can
this
kind of
is,
you can pocket there and there. So like here and here pretty easily.
I feel like even if you had one myriad in, like, one of these 4 buildings, that still, like, opens things up a lot to, like,
It
move
does.
through.
It opens up a whole bunch of movement. But you do also have to worry it opens up a whole bunch of movement for your opponents too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the trade-off.
It is.
Yeah, maybe I'll try one of these next time.
Yeah. Destruction has a whole bunch of open lanes. It's just it also has a
I
whole bunch of doubles.
Yeah, I literally do not remember the last time I played on this. On either of these two.
I know we don't use them anymore
I feel like
because
this
we
might
have.
be nice for jurors though, because like you can secure this double
Yeah, I
and
guess
not
they
be
do have hover, don't they?
yeah, and then not be susceptible to the Explodohawk thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not as bad now that SSI got nerfed, but
Yeah, all of the doubles on this are much safer. Well, all of the yellow doubles.
I feel like you could
So like,
also even secure this double and just like hide away.
yeah, no, if you can put a juror on one of those three right there and right there, you could secure quite a bit with 6 units.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be insane.
And actually be really spread out doing it.
Yeah, because that's kind of the whole thing. It's like you don't want to feed units, right? Especially when you're
Yeah,
putting so much into them.
yeah. Yeah, so you could do like a crawler there, a juror back here, and something over here.
Abrogator.
Yeah. And then Squix and juror over here, but like, juror maybe there and Squix there so that nothing's right next to each other.
Yeah. I mean, you could even, yeah,
Or flip them, because the juror has more defense.
yeah.
Either way, it
I
would work
don't know.
well.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play for the next tournament.
I think I might play this list. It's, you know, kind
It
of
seems
fun
like
and
so much
feels
fun.
pretty.
There's just so much,
I know.
yeah, there's so much you can do with it because it's just like, especially if the myriad buildings are gonna be as
Prevalent.
popular as I feel like they should be.
Yeah, I don't feel like most people should bring more than two.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing was like, I would like to secure one and have one or two like in the midfield somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
like,
mean, if you're playing
whether
double
that works
pedestrian,
for me or against me, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm playing double pedestrian. I don't think it's a bad thing to bring two of them. Just, or, three of them. Just like me playing double masters, I don't think it's a bad thing for me to bring extras.
Yeah, agreed.
It really made me think of Marin's flavor text on the power gorged things. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought the city looked how? No, no, no. Let me pull back this curtain and show you how things really look
Yeah.
as I flip units around and then flip
And
monsters around.
monsters and walk through it.
Yeah.
It's
And
fine.
send my abrogators just through where anything that's in their way.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of like I want to play Phobos, but I feel like Phobos is just like okay.
Yeah, I know what you
I have
mean
to
there.
think about it.
I I don't know if I've actually used him in a game, but in the games I've fought against him, I really would say he's maybe a slightly more powerful Rogzor, but not much. And his power is in a different way. He doesn't fill the same slot Rogzor does.
Yeah.
Mogroth fills that slot a little better than Rogzor, though, which kind of makes me sad,
Hmm.
because I love my Rogzor. But Mogroth does seem like a real fun model to play, and I want to play him. Or her, or it.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mogorath is kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you saw the sort of theory craft jump thing for it, right?
I don't think so.
Secure a downtown high rise with three uh, three hunters and Mogroth, Spyfly, Penetrator, so they're -3 defense.
Oh my god.
Then you have the action, or you have the energy cycle thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're looking at like 50s to hit, but you're also looking at 3 attacks and at least 1 reroll.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and against Armadax, it's even dirtier. 'Cause, yeah, until you use the reroll, you have an 81 to hit, and after that, it's a 56 against Armadax.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll have to think about what I'm gonna play. But
Oh,
I do
sorry,
have to
that's
get going.
yeah, it's a 75 against Armadax without the reroll, not a 56. But okay, yeah, I need to get going too. So thank you for the game.
Yeah, thanks for the game. Have a good night.
You as well. Good luck in the tournament.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.